Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Tell It Like It Is show with Leon David. I'm your host, Leon David. This is my show, and I want to talk about the new Superman. I just got finished seeing the Superman movie. It's Superman. Some say it's 2025 Superman. Some say it's James Gunn Superman. It's Superman. Now, I will say this about the movie. This is James Gunn Superman. This have his name written all over this, the script, everything. That don't mean that it's a bad movie. I'm just saying you can tell that it's James Gunn Superman. Some people wonder if this movie good, bad, or whatever. I'll say this: it's not bad. It's not great. It's a good film. That's all I can say about it. You have to see it for yourself so you can kind of like see what I'm talking about. I'll say this: this is James Gunn Superman. It have James Gunn written all over it. This is his movie. Now, it's not a bad movie. It's not great. It's good. But I would say this: watch it for yourself because it's different than most Superman movies, but it's not bad at the same time. And this is the reason why I would say it's not bad. I'll get into that in a little bit. But first, I will say this: um, the stuff that I was worried about, like I was worried about all of these characters because there's a lot of characters. There's more characters than I thought it was going to be in this movie. It's a lot, and if you know the world of DC, you'll be like, "Wow, they put in a lot of characters in this movie." That's interesting though because I thought it was going to be like too overcrowded, but he actually found a way to fit people in there and it makes sense to the story. It feels like a Saturday morning cartoon. It's a lot of stuff going on in this movie, a lot of stuff. And I knew that was going to be a thing in this movie. The good part is, I'll get down to the good parts. Mr. Terrific is great. I love him in this movie. He's a part of the Justice Gang, which is Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific. And they're pretty cool. You know, it's not the Justice League because it's not everybody, so it's just them three. And it's pretty cool. You know, to me, he's one of my favorite characters in the movie. He did a great job because, I like James Gunn for this because, to see a black superhero and he's actually being used in a good way, it's pretty cool. Before this movie, if someone had said Mr. Terrific, people would have been like, who's that? Who's Mr. Terrific? But now, with this movie, I think people are gonna be like, oh, that guy with the cool fight scene in the Superman movie, you know. So I think that's a good thing that James Gunn did. Will take characters that don't get talked about at all, don't even be in cartoons or nothing, and he turned them into like he make them very popular. Like now everybody knows who Guardian of the Galaxy is, Peacemaker, and I feel the same way about Mr. Terrific. Everybody gonna know who he is, and hopefully he gets his own movie or TV show. So the problem with black superheroes today, it feels very woke. Like they're there just to push some kind of political agenda. Marvel does it sometimes, other people do it, and to me, that's just not good storytelling. Like they always gotta put in some kind of black stereotype or whatever. They always gotta talk about being black, and like one thing I like about this movie, Mr. Terrific is just a superhero. They don't bring up the fact that he's black or he's from the struggle or whatever. He's just a superhero, and maybe when he gets his own movie, they'll probably bring up some more details about his life or whatever. But he don't feel like a token character. He feel like he's there because he served a purpose in the movie. Like I can watch this movie and go, wow, that was a good reason to use this character for that because it make a lot of sense. So it make a lot of sense for him to be in this movie. He's not there just to be there. He actually do have a purpose, and he does a good job on doing what you have to do to help save the world or whatever. You know, Hot Girl was pretty cool. She didn't have much to do with this movie, but they did a pretty good job. Guy Gardner was pretty cool. He wasn't bad. Sometimes he was annoying, but then sometimes he was interesting. He's pretty cool. Who else was good in this movie? Metamorphoso. He was in this movie. He was okay. I think who did a good job in this movie is Lois Lane. She was pretty cool. I liked her in the movie. But Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, I like him as Lex Luthor. He's pretty cool. Now he's pretty evil in this movie. He does a lot of bad stuff in this movie. He's pretty much, is the main villain of the movie. They have other people in the movie like Ultraman and this other lady that can, do other stuff. There's a lot of villains in this movie, but I really do enjoy seeing Lex Luthor in this movie because it shows how crazy he is and how far he would go just to get Superman in trouble, basically. And he's very smart. He's not like the last guy who played Lex, Jesse Eisenberg. That was horrible. But this one is calculated. He's pretty smart, and he's crazy. He's very interesting, so I like him as Lex Luthor. Getting down to David Cornsweet. Is he a good Superman and Clark Kent? I will say this. He has his moments when he's really good as Superman and Clark Kent. I like him as Clark and I like him as Superman. There's times where I'm like, okay, whatever, but he has his moments where I'm like, wow, that's a good scene. Superman parents, they're pretty cool. I like his parents in this movie. So one thing that I don't like about this movie is the dog. I can't stand that dog. There's time when the dog is cute. There's time when the dog is cool, and it does help out. But most of the time, that dog is just annoying. I don't like how it's just reckless. Now, towards the end of the movie, you will find out why it is acting like this, but I still don't like it. They need to fix that problem. It's cool to see that he have a dog, but still, it's kind of annoying to just see the dog just be reckless. Another thing, I don't like the fact that Superman get beat up. He get beat up all the time in this movie. He got beat up in every fight. Now I get the first part of the movie, he's getting beat up, but once you get to the last act of the movie, it makes sense why this character can beat Superman up like this. I don't care too much for the kaiju. I get it's supposed to be there to introduce other characters, but still, it's just a little bit too much. The jokes is a little bit too much joking in the movie, but it's not gonna bring the movie that far down. It's just you can be a little bit more serious. So this is not better than Man of Steel, but it is pretty good. So I do want to see where they take Superman, where James Gunn DC Universe gonna go. I do want to see a Superman Part 2, and I think they're gonna do that because it seems good enough to where they can continue on the DC Universe the way it is right now. Now, I would give it my rating. I'll rate this a 7, and the reason why, because I really love Mr. Terrific in this movie. I would say see it in theaters, but go to a matinee. I wouldn't tell you to pay full price to this. This is more like a matinee where you get a discount, or you can just wait till it's on HBO Max or something, because like I said, it's good, but it's not great. It's not oh wow, you must see it. It's more I think you should see it for yourself if you're gonna like it, but go to a matinee. Well, let me know how you feel about the video in the comment section down below. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell so you can see a new video whenever I post. Until then, later.